start. Let's take 3 breaths up with the feet wide. Inhale up and exhale down. And inhale up and exhale down. One more time up and exhale. And the feet are going to go forward. We're going to bend one knee and bend the other. And we'll take this off. We're going to warm up those bodies and go up and inhale. And you can see I can get lower and a little lower as you warm. Perfect. Your knee tracks with your second toe. Your shoulder blades are down the back. Hips, ankles, knees. Warming up. Let's take that right arm on the floor or on the thigh and open up that left arm. We're going to take 3 openings and then hold the last one. 2. And then inhale and hold. 5. And if it hurts you to look up, you can just look straight ahead. 4, 3, 2. And on the exhale, strong leg if you can. Bring that to the other side, or your hand can be on the floor. Inhale up and open. 2. Good. Just waking up that body. And hold the third one. You can look up. The neck is free of wrinkles or tension. 2. Inhale. And on the exhale, strong left thigh. Hands go to your thighs. Flexion, extension. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Take 2 more. And 1 more. Drop a shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Drop another shoulder. And we'll do that 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. 1 more set. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to go all the way up. Use your abs. Roll all the way up. And reach through the fingertips up and over. And hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and go up and over to the other side. And hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's take a little bit of a squat here. Go down and up and inhale. Keep going. My phone's blowing up. I'm just going to make sure that nobody's trying to get into an 11 o'clock class. It is somebody it's somebody trying to get into class. She wants class code. Okay, keep going. Add invitees and I'll send her, and let's just see if this works. All right, we're going to see if that works. All right, now 4 more times. And 3. And 2. And then hold. Now this is a little bounce, a controlled bounce. Heels are heavy. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Hi, Sydney, glad you made it. 3, 2, and stay down. Now open up the arms. Rib shift right and rib shift left. And 8 and 7. So the legs are working. 6, 5, 4. Working the core. 3, 2, and 1. Now hands on your thighs. Go into flexion and extension like a cat and a cow. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to take this around in a circle so it's around. You guys that have done the booty bar in 8, you've done this. This is core work while standing, so it's easier on the neck. And mobility, flexibility for anybody that's got a tight back or has ever had a tight back. So go the other way, flexion and lateral all around like you're stirring a big pot. Now we're going to take the hands off and go one way, then the other way. You can use your hands on your thighs or in the air like I am. The legs are working the whole time. And take 4. And take 3. And take 2. And take 1. Now let's walk those legs back in. Gorgeous. Feet are parallel. Come up to a calf raise. And back down. Inhale. All the toes get weight in a healthy calf raise. each metatarsal head, each toe head. The temptation is to let the ankles wink out, but we're going to keep them equally weighted with the other toes. The second toe might even have a little bit more weight, the first and second toe. Calves and down. Inhale, 2, and down, and 1. Now arms out, we're going to take a prance. Bend one knee and bend the other. Your pelvis is stable. You're not kicking out your hips. It's one calf raise and then the other. And 8, and 7, and 6. Good. Keep the hips in a little bit more, Michelle. There you go. 3, 2, and 1. Now lower the toes down, open up to abduction. If you need to use a chair or a foam roller for balance, you can. Otherwise, you're going to try to keep your toes forward and balance on that left glute. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower that down. Gorgeous. Let's go to the other side. Inhale. Open. And 2. And 3. 4. 5. It's almost like you're in a toaster slot. 6. 7. Beautiful. 8. 9. And 10. Wonderful. Let's take a standing balance. Right foot in the air and hold on to a quad stretch. And hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Good. 3, 2. Good. And then make it into a tree. Let your right foot go onto your calf or your inner thigh. And hold. Arms up if you'd like a little bit higher center of gravity, which is a little more challenge. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Long elbows, forehead in between the arms. 3, not poking forward at all. 2, let those palms come together. Hands at the heart. Lower that foot. Other side, standing balance. That hand goes back. So standing balance is really important to make sure that glute has some function. It's easy to have gluteal dysfunction with our with more sitting that we do these days. It's also good to help prevent falls when that glute works. It's important for one-legged balance. Inhale. Good. Now that same foot that's in the air, we're going to put it in a tree pose. And I'm just moving my sock to make that happen. If you'd like to add on, place the arms overhead. Your arms are framing your ears. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then bring those hands together. And gorgeous. Let's do one balance pose to the rear. The hands can be on a foam roller if you want, or on your hips, or arms in front. Tack your foot back and forth 10 times towards the floor. 9, 8, hips are level. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The feet come together underneath the heart. Let's do the other side. Hands on your hips, on a foam roller, or frame your ear. Hinge, tap the foot down and up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that foot. Gorgeous. Now we'll take a dynamic balance. Let's do a little inner thigh series. First position, arms up. Take the leg across 10 times. Try not to touch your toes to the floor. 3. Try to stay tall. 4, 5, 6. A modification could just be to hold tree. 7, which is a stable. 8, 9, 10. Lower that foot. Other side, inner thigh. Take that inhale and exhale. and 3. Your challenge is to keep the foot off the floor the whole time, the left foot. Good. And 7, 8, 9. Beautiful. Feet in line with your hips, toes forward. Now I'm going to show you from the side. We're going to go back and forth. We're going to go back in a chair and up and back and up and 4. And we're working the thighs. 5, we're keeping the knees safe. 6, keep your inner arch off the floor if you can by pressing through the big toe. Another trick is to press down through the big toe, but lift up press through the mounted big toe, but lift up the toes. That activates your arch, your tibialis anterior, and then lower the toes back down. And 2. Now we're going to do halfway squats on this next one. So from here, go down halfway. Halfway. Good. 3. It's like you change your mind. 4, 5. Your shoulder blades are down the back. 6, your knees track. 7, with the second toe. See how there's a little space the whole time? 8, 9. Now the option here is to go all the way halfway. All the way halfway. 3, 4. If that's too hard, do the top half. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. 9. Bonus round, go all the way through it again. 10. If you need to break and rest, that's okay. Otherwise, work it. 4, 5, heels are heavy. 6, 7, 8, 9. Bonus round, stay low. Baby pulse. 10, 9, yep, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stand up. Very good. Now, right ankle to left thigh, sit down and balance. Whoa, keep going. Ankle to thigh. Just wanted to show you that it's okay if you fall every now and then. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. That's a hip opener. 2, 4, 3, 2, come back up. Right foot down, left ankle on the right thigh. Hands together. Good, so a hip opener and a leg squat. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good, inhale. Exhale, come up. We're going to do that similar series in a second position. Arms open. Okay, come down halfway and up, and halfway and up. Now, you can add on a little squeeze with the rear deltoids. These are important muscles to have for posture. 6, 7, I'm just doing the halfway. 8, 9. Now pause. If you can, when you're ready, go lower. So down all the way and only halfway up. If that doesn't serve you, just do the top half. Again, squeeze the delts, the rear delts. Booty heavier than the knees. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here we go. 10. Go all the way and all the way down. 10, 9, 8, 7, looking great. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, bonus, stay low. Little pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and come back up. Gorgeous. Terrific job. Now, one-legged calf raise. If you have a chair or a bar, you can use the foam roller. Take your right foot and wrap it behind your left and come up. 10, 9, 8, 7, good. 6, just do 2 feet if you can't. 8, if you can't do both, just if you can't do 1 foot, just do 2. Other side. 10, I'll get my words out. 10 calf raises. One foot is wrapped around the other. 3, 4, 5. Good. 6. Neck is long. 7, 8. Keep going. 9. One more set of those. So second set and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you need to, 7, you can modify. 8 by doing both feet. 9, 10, other foot. Wrap that one foot around. I'm on the right calf. Second set. 2, try not to slam down to the floor. 3, control it. 4, on the way up and the way down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. We're going to do a set of push-ups. Now you can do them on the wall if you'd like. We're going to do 20, or if you would prefer to go down, you can. I'm going to show how easy it is to do it on the wall, though. That way you can take little breaks during the day and do shoulder blade down the back. Your abs are on, your feet, your hands are about shoulder width apart. The further you get away, the harder. 6, 7, notice how your ear is in line with the shoulder. 8, 9, 10, now keep going. 11, I like it. 12, your shoulder blades are down the back. Good, Karen. 13, all fours is great. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Perfect. We're going to take a shoulder stretch. The fingertips are opening up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale. And then exhale. Terrific job. Second set, let's do 15 this time. You can be on the floor if you want. We're going to go down and exhale the shoulder blades away, or away from the ears. Shoulder blades are down the back. And we're doing 10 more. Inhale and exhale. 9, 8, 7, 6, ear in line with the shoulder. 5, 4, triceps. 3, 2, 1. Now this time with the stretch, you can either do child pose if you're down, or I'm going to demonstrate this cow face. Some of you might like to do it with a little chair posture, or even a wrap with your feet. Please do the one you need. So if you need to do it lying down, child pose, great. Or if you want to do a squat, 10. Good. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, elbow up if you can. 4, 3, 2. On the 1, release. Let's switch it up. Other hand. It's okay if you want to do child's pose as well. Sit down in a chair, or this foot could wrap. Good. I notice this stretch gets really hard if you wait too long before doing it. Quickly diminishing skill set. 2, and exhale, and 1. Now this is just a way to get some shoulder tension out. We are going to go down and do a down dog here. So when you're ready, I'll adjust the camera, and I'll meet you down there at down dog. So let your hands be wide. You can adjust yours if you'd like. Let your hands be wide. And we'll take a down dog. Hold. And shake out any tension. Good. All right. Neck is soft. 5, 4, 3, 2, and we'll come down to a front plank. So if you'd like to modify, you can be on the knees. If you'd like to do a full plank, go to your forearms and to your toes, or your hands and your toes. Hold 15 more seconds. 10 more seconds, ear in line with the shoulder, arms pressing strong. Now, keep strong. Pop to your left elbows. Your humerus is vertical. 10, 9, 8. Anytime you need to, you can take a breather with child pose. 4, 3, 2, elbow down. Now see if you can just go right into the right side plank. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Go into forearm plank, pause. Open up side plank. 5, 4, 3, 2. Both arms down. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold side plank. 5, 4, 3, 2. Both arms down. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Side plank. 5. Good. Remember, it's up to you. You can rest if you need to. 2. Both arms down. Forearm. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hang in there. One more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Both arms down. 5, 4, 3, 2. Rest your pelvis. And we're in a Sphinx. This is where your elbows are down on the floor. Your belly is pulling in. Now, as you're ready, open up your elbows off the floor. Shoulder blades down the back. 10. Relax the shoulders even more, Karen. 8. Good. 7, 6. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. And rest your head on your arms. Lift up the right leg all by itself. Good. And then the left leg. Good. And then right leg, you're pivoting off your right hip. And then left leg. And then right leg. And then left leg. And take 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bonus, either keep doing that or tap your feet together, both in the air. Neck is soft. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, from here, hands and knees, you could do a child pose or you could do flexion extension. So if your knees don't like to be on the floor, you can double up your mat or just do child pose. 3, 2. Now, if you want to add on, lift up your knees. Now, my knees are off the floor. I have dark pants on today, but they're off. This is the Beast. It's kind of like child pose, but it's a little more straight. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we're going to go into down dog, wide fingertips, heels press back. Take your left foot and push it on your right heel and get that stretched. 5, 4, 3, 2. Left foot down, right foot on that heel. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both feet down. Come back to a forearm plank. If you'd like to add on, push forward through your toes, back through your heels. Inhale and exhale, back and forth. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, forearms down. This is Sphinx or Cobra. Your choice. 8, 7. Pull your shoulder blades down. It looks great. 4, 3, 2. Beautiful. And 1. Come into side plank. I'm going to turn my mat so my arm is more comfortable. The bones always want to be comfortable. Okay, that up. Now with your hand on your head, you can add rotation. Your hips are staying square. Your upper body is rotating. 3. Your hips are staying forward. 4, 5. Now pause after 5. Lift up your hip. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, stay with it. Other side, elbow down. Take your inhale, hand at your head and add rotation. And 2, and 3, 4, 5. Stay here at 5. Lift up your hips. 1. Lateral flexion. 2. Hip lifts. 3, 4, 5. Both elbows down. Pause for plank. 5, 4, 3, 2. Rest your pelvis, Sphinx or Cobra. Belly pulls away from the floor. Then just relax your neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, and continuing. That's great. Belly down series. Now, if belly downs just don't work for you, do cat-cow. That's fine. Your cue is your belly pulls away from the floor. Lift up your arms, lift up your back, and just breathe with your toes down at first. Let your upper back lift, and if you can, lift up your thighs. Inhale, lower down. Now switch your hands. Lift up your upper back, lift up your legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, really good. Either do that again, or if you can hold on to your feet or your ankles, lift up. Looking good. Pushing your feet. 5, neck is soft. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Child pose, knees wide, lets you breathe in the belly expansion, and that lets your diaphragm expand even more. 5, you're going to feel your low back release. 4, 3, 2, and inhale, and then exhale, and then come back out to your forearm plank. Now, one more possibility, you can be on your knees if you'd like to modify, is to lift up your right foot and point the toes, and then lower them. Lift up your left foot, point and lower. Right foot, remember you can always do cat-cow if you need to, hands and knees. Another possibility here is to drop through the stand foot, drop through the stand foot, drop through the stand foot. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Right, left, lower your pelvis. And now we're doing dynamic swan. Hover your hands. Now, no hands, just work the back strength. I know it doesn't feel like you're getting up high, but those muscles are so important for keeping our body upright during the day. Toes are down for now. Now lift up, add your hands, pressing you higher, but with your shoulder blades down the back, the elbows wrapped towards the floor. Lower yourself. When you don't need your hands, let your head, your torso lower you down. Lift up your legs and lower your legs. Now lift up your back. Let your hands assist you and lower. All right, we're going to do the thighs. Lower. Now lift up the back. All right, hands press and lower. Lift up your legs and lower. Lift up your back. So it's like the bottom of a rocking chair. Now your legs. Good, I like it. Now lift up your upper back and hold. Okay, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. This looks great. 3, 2, and 1. Now come up to all fours. We're going to do a different stretch. This is thread the needle. Right arm goes underneath, left arm goes up. Your hips are in the air. To add on, your left arm can hook around to your right thigh. 5, 4, 3, 2. Left arm up, left hand on the floor, right hand down, left arm through. Booty up, arm up. Hook that right arm. Inhale that right arm up. Exhale that hand down. Good. And then just take a few circles, roll those hips, 5 each way. And go the other way. And 1. Perfect. Now we're going to put our feet on front of us. And the feet can be on the floor, knees bent, or if you would like to take it long, we're going to do a reverse plank. If this doesn't serve you, do a shoulder stretch like that and just enjoy. If you can add on, lift up. 10, 9, 8, good. 7, 6, that's it. You're looking down at your toes so your head's in control. 3, 2, inhale, and exhale, lower. Terrific. Now, this is going to be a gentle stretch. Doesn't have to be aggressive. If you want to sit on something, you can. Just relax. 5, hamstrings, gentle back of the legs, not the knee or the hip. 4, not the sit bone. 3, 2, inhale, come back up. Now, we are going to bend the knees. So let your knees bend. Take an inhale. Roll back to about your shoulders, but wherever you can keep your feet on the mat. And roll back. This is called partial roll down. And roll. Now, if you need more padding here, double up your mat. I'll demo just to make a point. Because your bones are never what we're challenging, or we challenge them with resistance training, but we don't want the bones or the joints to hurt. So if your sacrum isn't comfortable, take the time to fold your mat again. You're worth it. Okay, 4, you want to associate pleasure with your exercise and not pain. 3 more. 2 more. Now, you can keep doing that, but some of you might be able to go all the way with your feet on the floor. If that's you, you can go down. If you need to keep your feet on the floor, knees bent, so that your feet don't kick off, please do the variation you need. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Good. And 2. And 1. Now, if you'd like to add on, hands behind your head, hinge. Hinge, 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 and then roll down when you can't hinge anymore. Exhale, go over your legs, lengthen your spine, hinge. Flexion down. Exhale, go over your legs. Inhale, lift. So you may be doing a partial roll down now. You might be doing a cat-cow. 1 more. Over, lengthen. Last one, hinge. And I'm going to move this just so when I get down there, I have my mat in a normal place. And then use your abs to roll down, full body stretch. Shift through your arms, shift through your legs, feel good in your back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet on the floor. Inhale. And exhale, good old fashioned bridges. But one thing you're going to check on, we have a little space between our neck and the floor. And once you see what I'm doing, you're going to keep your neck neutral so you don't turn your head with weight near the shoulders. You're curling up, you're going to shoulder height, and you're lowering down. Feel each part of your back. Articulate. It's like you're pressing the spine down before you peel it off the mat. Now the next time that you're up, stay there. Now we're gonna open up the knees, letting our knees open up. Do 10 wide knee bridges, 2 wide knee bridges, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now keep the feet where they are, touch the knees together. 10 narrow knee and internal rotation bridges, down and up. You've left the feet in the same place, but your knees are touching. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now up. Now you're going to open the knees, drop. Lift up, knees touch, drop. Up, knees open, drop. Lift up, knees together, drop. Up, knees open, drop. Stay open, lift up, knees together. So basically you're making an up and down motion while you open the knees. It's also called a W bridge. 4, getting all those glute fibers. 3, 2. Now the next time you go up, stay up, knees in parallel, lift up your right foot. Now at the very top, don't do anything but point and flex your foot at the top. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, keep that left booty on. 2, right foot down, realign your hips. Neck is soft, lift up your left leg. Hips are level, point and flex. 1, 2, 3, keep the hips up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Now lower the left foot, lift the right leg up, point it, and do a little pulse. Lift up 10 times in a 1-inch motion. 5, 4, same foot, pull the toes back, 10 little pulses. 9, 8, 7, good. 6, breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, right foot down, realign. Very good. Lift up your leg, point, and little pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, pull the toes back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, little foot down. Inhale. Lower down, hands onto your feet. Very good. Knees wide. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to bicycle. This could be all you want to do. If you would like, tuck your chin and come up. Now if you have neck issues, it's the first few inches coming off the floor that are the more vulnerable. So it's worth it for you if you have neck issues to use that pillow to make sure you don't have to keep picking up your head. It's also worth it to tuck your chin. If that still creates tension, then just stay down. The planks work great instead of the supine abs. So otherwise, I'm going to make it harder by crossing my arms. And take 2. Take 1 more, up, and relax. Perfect. Now hands to the feet. Take the knees wide, bound ankle. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's turn on our side. We're going to put our right elbow up, prop yourself up, toes forward, and then let's make an 8. Softly point the toes, make an 8 on its side like an infinity symbol. Softly point. 3, 3, 4, lift up. 4. If this arm slides away from you, take the time to make it vertical underneath your shoulder. Now pull your toes back and reverse it. 8 with the toes pulled back. Your heel draws the 8. 4, 4, 5, 5, lift up. 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Lie down. If you need a pillow, this is another one where if you have neck issues, use that pillow. There's no shame. It's a good prop. Take the softly pointed toes and draw your 8s and inner thighs. 4, 5, pull your waist in. 6, 7, 8, 9. Now pull your toes back and reverse it. 1, 2, 3, inner thigh. 4, good, belly in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to go up and down 10 times. Obliques. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're going to switch sides, but if you would like to, take 3 banana boats. 1, come down. Good. Exhale. 2, and come back down. And 3. Now I'm going to change sides just so I can see you. Let's take it up on your elbow. All right. You're going to take it up, draw an 8 on the top leg, softly point. I'm going to move up so you can see me. 5, 5, 6, 7. Good. 8. Pull your arm more underneath you. Yes. Okay. Toes pull back. Now 8. You're drawing an 8. Your back's up against an imaginary wall. Looks great. Upper body's pretty stable. It's hard to do, but you're doing great. Take that arm down. The bottom leg is going to softly point toes and keep that bottom knee long. This leg's going to try to help, but draw that 8. Good. Pull those pinky toes, pull the toes back. Now with the heel, draw backwards 8. It's an 8 on its side, like an infinity symbol. Wonderful. Okay, now the legs are going to go long. We're going to go up and down, pull the belly in. And you know, you can always just keep doing this, but if you'd like, come up to, I have to watch out for the back wall. Inner thigh, exhale, up, teaser. Good, it works the hips, works the abs, and 10. Perfect. On the back, full body stretch. Take an enjoyable full body stretch. Inhale. Lift the right leg up, put the hands by your side. We're going to take 5 leg circles. Circle the leg and each way. If you want it harder, take that hip off the floor when you circle it, but keep your shoulder blades Velcro to the mat. 3, 4, 5. Now we are going to go the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold that leg in a bit of a stretch, and we'll point that foot and flex it a few times. 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower that foot. Now the other leg, we're going to do 5 leg circles. You could take that hip off the floor to make it a little bit harder. Stabilize your shoulder blades on the floor. 3, 4, 5. Now we are going to go the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold that leg up and add on point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, and flex. Perfect. Now the feet are going to go down on the floor, curl up, and we're going to take a bridge that we hold. You could take the arms overhead like a field goal post if you'd like. You also might like the fingers underneath your back and you shimmy the shoulders. So find one that feels good. If your low back feels tense, you probably arch too much. Drop the ribs a little. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Release those hands. Roll down. Both thighs up. Corkscrew. Keep the legs glued. Circle your sacrum and come back to 12 o'clock as if you were drawing a clock on the ceiling. Go counterclockwise now. Each time you draw a circle, you're going to switch directions. You'll go back to your starting point, and then you'll go the other way. Your goal is to keep your shoulder blades on the mat. Those of you that are familiar, you can go up to your shoulders. Make sure you don't turn your head to look at me if you're doing the shoulder blade variation, but you roll down the left back, you come up the right side of your back, you roll down the right, You squeeze the legs like there's a red ribbon between your legs. And around. We're going to do 2 more. So it's going to be an inhale and an exhale. We're going to go up again. Inhale and an exhale. Now, when you're ready, right ankle to left thigh, reach through your window of your legs and stretch out that hip. If you'd like, you can rock a little bit, relaxing that hip. That should feel really good. This is another one, if you feel like your head's so far away from the floor, or you feel like your neck has any strain, you're gonna put a pillow there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, ankle to thigh, other side. Reach your hands through the window. Hold on to your leg. Good. Yeah, I like it. Use that pillow. That's great. Good. It's always worth it to support the body. Feel your neck. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now, your options on this next one are happy baby and just hold. Or if you would like to build some bone density and back strength and you're okay with belly downs, you can roll down on your belly and do a set of swimming. Now with swimming, your shoulder blades are down the back. You lift your left arm and your right leg, and then your right arm and your left leg. You inhale and you stay upper body of the ribs, the upper ribs off the mat. Now to make it harder, you keep on swimming and the limbs don't touch the floor. And 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest for a moment. Now bend those knees and just windshield wipe them. Very good. Second set of swimming. And we're going to go into right arm, left leg, then inhale, left arm, right leg. You can do that, or you can make it harder by all the limbs coming off. 20. Now inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, child pose. Press your hips back. Now when you're back, good Cindy, do child pose. Walk your fingers over to the right. I'm going to make sure that's not a student having trouble. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now in the same place, open up your armpit and look how I'm just clamshell. 5, 4, 3, 2. Close the clamshell. Walk over to the other side, fingertips far away. Now relax the head. 5, 4, 3, 2. Open up that rib cage. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect job. Now go into down dog. Press the hips up and stretch. Stretch out those calves. 5, 4, 3, 2. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, lower the knees. Good. We're going to take a right leg out and open up, adding a little stretch. If this doesn't serve you, look at how this pillow that you used for your neck so beautifully helps out that knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to lower the other one. Take it to the other side. Pull those toes back. Good. Good, that's great. Push that hip forward and you get this nice hip extension. 4, act like someone's pulling your arm. 3, 2, good. Now let the knees go up, back on, right foot out, right hand down. Very similar stretch. I just thought I'd show a couple, but add rotation if you'd like. Row down, rotate up. 5, 4. You should feel a little more open after that first lateral flexion, right? Exhale, come up. That knee comes down. That was beautiful. Stretch it over. Gorgeous. I love it. Breathe. Great. And then put that booty down. Now this time, this one is the rack. Let your legs out in front. Reach your right arm behind you, soften the elbow. Reach your left arm behind you, soften the elbow. Now the hands are going to go close together. Lift up your heart. Elbows are soft. Good. Way to correct that head. I saw that. That was beautiful. 5. Elbows are soft. They're never locking backwards here. 4. Act like a string is pulling your sternum up to the sky. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to take 5 seconds to roll down. So control your roll. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now the right foot can be on the floor. Lift up the hips and take that knee over. Let the right arm do 3 circles. 1, 2. Now stay open and hold that stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2. Take an inhale. And then exhale. And slowly go to the other side. You're going to send the right leg long. The left knee over. The left arm takes 3 circles. Left arm opens. Right hand pushes the left knee. Looking towards the left. Take another inhale. And then exhale. Lying on your back, hands on your knees. Take a few stirs each way. You can go the other way. And then you can gently roll out into a Shavasana. If this doesn't serve you, use your props, maybe a pillow under your knees and one under the head. Otherwise, let this be an opportunity to get away from what can sometimes feel like a constant dialogue in the mind. Let that go by gently focusing on the breath. Let it inhale and expand your diaphragm. Your belly will expand up towards the sky, out towards the side walls, and even down towards the floor. Let your exhale relax any tension. Again. Focus on the appreciation of all of the good things your body did during the hour. Appreciation to the mind for getting you here. The primal brain just wants to survive, so we have to talk it into doing a little more than the bare minimum. So very proud of you. appreciation of the breath. And just scan the body to relieve any tension that might be left behind. Let it flow right out. Let it flow right out. We don't need it. Notice how it feels to be relaxed and to let things go for a little bit to recharge your body, your mind, your spirit. Just like you're plugging yourself into a wall and recharging. And keep that light attention on your breath as you gently roll up towards a seated position. You can take your time. And as you're there, just drop an ear to shoulder and stretch that neck. You can even put a hand on your head and reach the other arm long. Chin to chest, both hands behind your head, ear and elbows touch. Another side. Coming up, gently look left. Soft look right. Face is soft. And come back to center with your eyes closed. That way you can set an alpha brain state for light trance relaxation, a diaphragmatic breath, a healing state for the body. And just take 3 breaths here, enjoying that sense of calm union on the body, mind, and breath. You can set an intention for the rest of your day that if you feel too much inflection from this state of calm, that you'll let yourself close your eyes, diaphragmatically breathe, and come back to this state of homeostasis, a healing, rejuvenating state, and that you deserve to take that time. Whenever you're ready, allow your eyes to open, come back into the room. Thank you so much for coming. I'm so glad to have seen you. Thank you guys so much. Happy Monday. Thank you for coming. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, girls. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Bye, Sue.